Morning, folks. Just when I thought I'd won the war against the pack rats, looks like the nasty little vermin have sent in reinforcements. I've got 13. The neighbor told me last count she had 25. Another neighbor told me he'd had 33, I believe. So 13 sounds like a lot, but not compared to those. But I have number 14. It's in that shed. I haven't got him yet, but that's my trapping shed. And I went in there. Now that the fair's over, my thoughts have been turning to trying to catch up on my leather work and getting my trapping stuff ready, even though most animals for trapping season open October. But they've changed the wolves clear back to December, so I got lots of time to think about them. But anyway, I went into my first shed here, and you can't walk in there. When we cleaned out that big shed and tore it down on the fairgrounds, a lot of that stuff was down there, and I had to move it up into the trapping shed, and it's a disaster. You can't move in there. But anyway, I was in there looking for something, and I heard something. And so I got my little pellet pistol out and got it ready, and sure enough, pack rat. I took a shot at him, and I don't know if I got him or not. He didn't act like I hit him. Hopefully I wounded the little bugger. Kind of seems strange. I don't like wounding animals, but pack rats, they're just flat out evil. They need to go in any way, shape, or form. So wounding them ain't exactly a bad thing, as long as it's mortally wounded and not something they're going to run off and suffer with. But anyhow, years ago, I made up what I called the mouse masher. And it's one of those big, got one here, yeah, it's one of these big wooden rat traps, and I rigged it up so it'll catch mice or rats. The trouble with these for mice, that bail is so big. A lot of times they're up here and you miss them. You hit them on the tail or back leg or something like that, but it doesn't get them. Rigged up like this, it'll get them all. It is a little hard on the trap. It might kind of wreck your trap after a while, but a lot of people buy these, and once they catch one, they throw them away anyway. I don't. I just reset them. This will work for quite a few before it breaks. Anyhow, show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so first thing I want to do is take a marker and mark where these springs are, where the springs go over onto the metal bail. Then you can take and flip those off. That way this thing doesn't snap anymore. Okay, and this wire, this is some that was left over from doing stuff on the fairgrounds during the fair. Let's see, I'll cut off these two real bent up pieces. Let's see, probably leave that like that. Okay, so then I'm going to take and just wrap this around. Not to overlap it like I just did. Until you got, I don't know, 1/4 inch or so there that's wrapped up. And then you take it across over to this side. do the same thing. So cut off about that much. Just like that. Well, hopefully you can see that. The glare on this camera is hard enough I can't see what I'm looking at. Okay, so cut off about like so. And do it again. This time I'm going to go this side though, because this one, I guess it doesn't matter. There's enough play. If it's too tight across here, you might break your pan. I don't think it's going to make any difference actually. Okay, so just like that. Anyway, I'll do one or two more until I'm up to this line here. Okay, there we go. And then you can reach under here like that, grab those springs again, oops, put them back over the top. Just like that. And that, unless they're right here, which they usually aren't, that will make a waffle out of a mouse, and it'll really whack them pack rats too. And the last thing I do, some of these things, you got to make sure that the pans are on right. Like that staple is bent, so that one has to come out just a little bit, I think. There we go. Okay, so that one is ready, except I don't like that little bait cup. It kind of works, but mice are light enough to lick that out of there without getting caught. So I usually drill a hole underneath. Grab my drill here. Okay, so probably would have been easier before I put the springs on, but it don't matter. Just like that. That way you put the bait in here and there's no way they can get to that without pushing on here sooner or later and setting it off. And you can bait it from underneath. it in that bait cup also. Okay. That one is ready to go. I got 6 more. Like I said, we're going to war. These things have been here too long. Time to get rid of them. This kind of rat trap with those metal triggers, I don't like them as well. They're more durable than the plastic ones, but that that did have bait on it, and the mice have cleaned it off where it looks brand new. So that one, I'm also going to go ahead and drill a hole underneath it too. Now, even though there's nothing on the trigger, they'll get to messing with that, trying to get underneath there to get that peanut butter, and they'll push on that one direction or another, whether they lift up on it or step on it. That'll get them a lot better now. This one, I guess I should put the wire on it too. Another thing, talking about drilling holes, doesn't need to be quite as big a hole. This one. Drilling a hole in the corner of the trap helps too, because a lot of times they drag them off. That way you can run a string or a piece of wire or something on here and tie these things down so that they're not dragged off somewhere and you got to smell them for a couple of weeks until they dry out. Now, anyway, finish up the rest of these and get them set and hopefully be done with the pack rats. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I got 6 of these total. The other 3 I already have set, and while I was wiring up that last one, I heard one in here go off. So, let's see what we got here. Not a pack rat, but we got us a mouse waffle. Anyway, thank you for watching, folks, and see you tomorrow. Hopefully I get that pack rat if I didn't mortally wound him. Like I said, I tried with the pellet gun. Oh. But yeah, I don't see him anywhere. I don't know if I got him or not. I got this little pump up pellet gun. It works pretty good for dispatching them in the muskrat type traps. But I don't know how accurate it is. I don't know if I hit him or not. I hope I did. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.